Before we commence, I'd like to acknowledge the Awabakal people, who are the traditional custodians of this land. I would also like to pay respect to elders past and present of the Awabakal people and extend that respect to our other Aboriginal people present. Before we commence tonight, I'd like to introduce Associate Professor Roger Markwick, Head of the School of Humanities and Social Science of the University of Newcastle, to open the festival.
Thank you very much. I too would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this festival is being held, the Awabakal people, their elders past and present. Can I say that it gives me a great deal of pleasure on behalf of the University of Newcastle to open this festival. I can say that as somebody who's lived in Newcastle for about 15 years, one of the striking memories that I have is a sign, some people might have called it graffiti, "This is not art," written at the top of a building on Hunter Street. And I presume that's where the title, "This is not art," came from. And I really did have to admire whoever did put that Tina, so to speak, up on the wall, because up on the heights of that building, because I think, in fact, in many respects, that's emblematic of the kind of festival that the university has been supporting over some period of time. The university itself has been a long-term and major financial supporter of both Tina and also the program within it, Critical Animals. In fact, one of the staff within my school, Kerry Glastonbury, a senior lecturer in creative writing, was instrumental, I believe, in really getting Critical Animals, if I can put it this way, off the ground, if you can do such a thing, and heavily engaged in that. So there's no doubt that both the university and Octopod, which really is the backbone of this of the festival itself, value this community relationship. We have a proud relationship of connecting, and I say this, the university in particular has a proud record of connecting with its community partners. And some of you who've been around Newcastle a little bit longer will have noticed that the university is increasingly making its presence felt within the university itself. That's part and parcel, I think, of the university's outreach to the region. It's an important employer. It has an important, it's not just an important employer, it's an important educational institution which has enormous impact in terms of the development, indeed, and particularly the educational, research and cultural development within this region. But it's doing that on the basis of the fact that it's increasingly a university with a real global reach, a global impact. There's no doubt, frankly, that the University of Newcastle is establishing its reputation, justifiably in my opinion. Well, you might expect me to say that, but justifiably in terms of its role as a research institution, its role as an innovator in terms of research, and its role as certainly as an educational institution. And in the case of the School of Humanities and Social Science, we have a particular identification with a festival such as this, because I can say, as you can imagine, humanities and social science are really driven in many respects by the passion of what we do, by creativity, by an identification with the kinds of values that a festival such as Tina itself embodies. And for me, and I think for the university, and I'm sure for Octopod, the festival itself embodies the most vibrant, I would say, creative impulses. It's a bringing together of people, mainly young people, I believe, from across Australia, perhaps internationally too, who come together in a festival that's really unique as far as I can see. And I should also actually declare a slight conflict of interest here, or maybe a vested interest. One of my daughters actually assisted with this festival at one stage, so that didn't give me any good gossip, but nevertheless, I know that she got a lot out of being in this festival, contributing to it. I'm also aware that this festival is free, and that seems to be a pretty big, almost a rarity these days when monetary value is put on so many things. So I would say a festival such as this, that really draws people together in a way that allows them to be creative in all sorts of innovative ways, that really sets this festival apart. And I think it's, over the years, it started in 1998, I believe, it has become a draw card, and a draw card on the basis of the fact that it is so closely connected with its community, that it is a bold and innovative festival that is not bound by conventions in the way that many festivals are. I get the feeling, and if I look around the room tonight, I think it's confirmed that I'm surrounded by, it's a festival, and the people here confirm the fact that it's a festival that pushes the boundaries. And I think that's the way it should be. Critical Animals. I like that name too, the idea of critical cultural production. They're good things, and they're good things, and they're good things at a university, and I should say a School of Humanities and Social Science should share together. And for that reason in particular, the university and this festival are bound together by a common spirit, I would suggest. It also has a practical side to it all, and that is that, in fact, the festival itself has actually given real opportunity for students, particularly within my school, to actually undertake workplace experience. That is, volunteering usually, I think, to carry out organisational roles that are, really important in terms of giving people an opportunity. And heaven knows, young people need opportunities in this area, but in this period. But giving them an opportunity to really themselves to develop the kind of organisational skills that it takes to pull together something like this. And on that, I really do admire somebody undertaking a 5-day festival, 100 and, I got the right, 4, okay, oh well, make it 5 and that makes sense. Oh, okay, all right, 4. That's not bad, but it's a pretty big undertaking. But I think, look, I'm just remembering here, more than 150, I think, events of all kinds that, really it's a daunting undertaking for the organisers. It's a delightful experience, I think, for those people who are involved in this particular event, and for students from our university who played a very important role either in the past and in the present, hopefully in the future. It's a wonderful opportunity to be part of this process. So I really do see this as a fantastic coming together of the university engaging with an artistic and creative community. You can take that as a compliment if you like. I've heard somebody said that in 2012 the Tina Festival is always awesome. I'm sure it will be this time around again and again and again, I hope. So on that note, I really want to wish you all the very best with this festival. I'm very confident it'll be a great event for you, a great event for the city, and a great event for the University of Newcastle. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Roger.
Sorry, could I just put this just very quickly?
Of course.
Sorry.
Yep. You're right, I'll hold it. It's good. It's okay. Okay. Next, I'd like to introduce Sarah Thrift, the co-director of This Is Not Art Festival.
Oh, I'm going to have to go like this. Sometimes words fail me when I talk about Tina.
It's a bit low.
Really?
You're tall. I'm short.
Here we go. You don't want to pigeonhole it, you don't want to overanalyze it, and you certainly don't want it to become a stock standard response. Over the 3 years in this role, the answer to the question, so what is Tina, has not become any easier. What I do know is that we are delivering a festival now into its 16th year. We are still drawing thousands of creatives into this city year after year, and we are still supported by many sponsors and supporters on a local, state and national level. This to me says Tina is still a highly relevant and a highly regarded festival in this creative climate, with 2014 seeing artistic representation from all Australian states and territories. This year is, I guess, like any other Tina, yet entirely different. The scope of works is outstanding and range from some of the most intimate, breathtaking and thought-provoking works you've probably seen in a while. And of course, this would not be possible without our festivals, Critical Animals, Crack Theatre Festival and National Young Writers Festival. These 3 festivals should be commended on the talent they've brought to our city, and I know I am looking forward to experiencing, because that's what Tina is, an experience, meshed together with networking, drinking, thinking, asking and dreaming. I would like to thank the festivals involved this year who have dreamt what Tina could be, and now they are here delivering it. Along with that, I have a few personal thank yous to Christina, Octopod's director. Thank you for your support and friendship, especially over the past few weeks, to just assist Simone and I with anything required at any given time, to help us get over the line. Sometimes the small things can feel overwhelming and you've just managed them seamlessly. To Adam from Big Apache and Rowan from Country Tell, I've hassled you, called you, texted you, emailed you both 1,000 times to deliver the technical backbone of our festival, and words cannot express how much I appreciate this. To Mike McCallum, a volunteer you only dream about, thank you. To my beautiful family, Graham and Danny, thank you for allowing Tina to take over our lives for these past few weeks. And to my partner in crime, Simone Sheridan, who has stood alongside me since the festival last year. We both know we could not have done it without each other, and I'm so very thankful that we had the chance to work on this event together and complement each other's skill sets to deliver this festival. Your creative energy and your passion for the arts is unwavering, and I wish you all the best in your new role, your new life and your new adventures in Sydney. Newcastle is sure going to miss you. So our program is live in print and online with over 200 free events. The link is tina2014.flock2.com or the Octopod website, and I encourage you all to view it. I hope tonight you have a chance to talk to some of the artists around, the directors, the volunteers, so that you can get a taste of what's to come over the next 4 days. And I hope your experience at Tina this year reminds you of the importance of Tina, what it brings to Newcastle, what it achieves, and the impact it has on young creative lives. Have a wonderful long weekend.
Thank you, Sarah. I didn't actually have time to prepare a speech, but I do want to say something now because she nearly made me cry. And I couldn't have done it without her. And same with Octopod. Christina, you've been amazing this last... always, really. This Is Not Art is such a huge event for Newcastle, and it's been an honour to be part of it over the last 3 years, well, actually 4. So this is my 3rd Tina. And... it's an experience that sort of touches your heart, and once you've been part of Tina, you know that, and you have this feeling like you always have to give, or you not even have to, you just want to. And that's been an honour to be part of that community. And I just want to thank everyone for coming tonight, and for all our venues and things like that. And yeah, I couldn't have done it without Sarah. They pretty much sort of were the backbone for me and helped. When I didn't have enough work in other fields, Sarah and her husband Graham were there for me. So I just want to thank them personally, because I know that I've had a great colleague, but I know that I have a friend for life as well. So that's really exciting. Next, I'd like to introduce Richard DeMartin from Octopod, who's the chair, and he's going to address the group. Sorry, it's very short.
It's very short.
Well, the other mic's on too, you could stand there.
I could. We can do it back and forth. It's open. All right. Are we on? We're on. We're on. on behalf of the Octopod board, I'd just like to welcome everybody to TINA 2014. Firstly, just a special thank you to Roger for his opening words. He said very eloquently what I don't need to say now. He covered absolutely everything about this event, what makes it special, why people come year after year, why it's in its 17th year. So, yes, on behalf of the board, a big thank you to the university for their commitment to the event and to the town, and we hope to continue that relationship into the future. As a board, we've got a great bunch of people gathered together, and we just want to publicly say that we have a strong commitment to the future of this festival. Its strength, I think, is actually in its fluidity and the way that it just transforms year after year. People like Sarah and Simone who bring their own personalities to it. Everyone who's been before, I think the expressions out there about doing TINA. I did my first in 2000, did a bit of volunteering, saw a bit of stuff. Doing time, probably had too many beers. I mean, that's the whole thing, is to come and enjoy and soak up the creativity that's on offer, which in a town like Newcastle is a big thing. It's always been a creative town, but for it to have a full expression like this once a year is really important, and it's been a career starter for a lot of people. So. That's a wonderful thing. Thanks to all the participating festivals, everyone who's been involved in any way, shape or form to get it to this point where we're launching tonight. I look forward to getting around and seeing as much as I can and soaking it all up, because that's doing TINA. So, just finally, I'd like to say, special thanks to Sarah and Simone. They're both leaving us this year. They've done an amazing job. It's a difficult job, and they've been sharing the role and supporting each other. And as you've already heard, it's meant a lot to them. It's been tough, but they've done amazing things to get the show on board again. So, big applause. Let's give them a round of applause. Let's go. And also, we have to pay a special tribute to Christina, because she has been the heart and soul of the Octopod for more years than she probably cares to mention. But through thick and thin, the organisation still stands up in public like this, and we thank you very much, deep from within our hearts. Thank you. I think that's probably all I need to say. But have a great weekend, and hope to see you out there doing TINA.
Thank you, Richard. Next, I'd like to invite a representative from National Young Writers Festival to address the group.
Hi everyone, we thought we'd all come up and say a few words. Just wanted to say a huge welcome to TINA this year and to the National Young Writers Festival program. We're turning 17 this year, so just before we reach maturity, we thought we'd throw a hell of a huge party all across Newcastle, and we hope you'll come and join us for all the events. This year we have over 80 events. We have over 80 artists doing different performances all over Newcastle. In the 10 different venues that we have, and those range from comedy through to poetry. We've got pop-up poetry, we've got a whole lot of political debates taking place, we've got comic jams, we've got crazy debates, we've got pretty much everything you could want from a writers' festival and more, so we hope that you will come and join us.
So there's obviously people that we have to thank as well. We'd really like to thank the other festivals. It's been really amazing working alongside you guys, and it's nice that we all get to be in the same place. for a little while, even though we won't see much of each other for very long at a time. And also, I would really like to thank the National Young Writers Festival Board, who have been an amazing support to us as we've taken on this role, because it really is a development role and we've learned an enormous amount along the way. And to the rest of the National Young Writers Festival staff, who are working incredibly hard behind the scenes. Also to our sponsors and supporters, Arts New South Wales, the Australian Council, the Copyright Agency, the Western Australian Department of Arts and Culture, and also the New South Wales, Queensland, ACT Writer Centres, without whom we wouldn't have been able to make the festival what it is.
And have helped us have artists from 7 different territories and states from around Australia, which was one of our key goals for this year.
So our events begin tonight. Directly after this at 7 o'clock at the Cambridge, we've got 8 o'clock, sorry, Comic Jam. So we've got comics doing real live action comic drawing. So that's going to be great. We've got a launch orgy of literary journals launching in fabulous ways, and we've got some late night readings. Throughout the weekend, we've got so much stuff going on. Saturday night, we've got our intergalactic ball. You're all invited to come along to the Cambridge, dress up in whatever space sort of theme you like. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've also got the crew from ABC Big Ideas coming along to film some of our events on Friday and Saturday. We've got events on justice, things about mandatory detention, free speech, all sorts of topics. They'll all end up on iView, so that's really exciting. And on Sunday we've got the most amazing evening. We've got a debate about Jurassic Park. Should it be a real thing? We've got an event called Play That Sexy Music, where writers tell us about the music that has impacted their sex lives. And we've got the epic word nerd battle dome, which is kind of a spelling bee if the spelling bee was in the Hunger Games. So we've got a whole lot going on the weekend. Check out our program, also the other festivals. I think we've all programmed extremely strong events, and we'd love to see you over the weekend. Thanks.
And can we just quickly say a huge thanks to Sarah and Simone as well for helping us put this all together. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. And next I'd like to introduce Patrick Kelly from Critical Animals.
Thanks, Simone. Thank you very much. I've got some notes here that I'll try to use if I need them. Yeah, thank you very much, Simone. I've been involved in Tina a couple of years before as an artist, and that's really what got me involved in wanting to be, one of the directors of Critical Animals this year. It's a really great weekend. There are a lot of really passionate people that come together over a few days who are so passionate about what they do that they'll travel interstate or internationally in some cases to talk about what they're, what gets them going and the ideas that they lead their lives by, and some of them are a bit out there, and that's great. That's the stuff that we, really love to see. But when I sort of became a director at the start of the year, I sat down over Skype with Eleanor and Denise, my co-directors, and we were trying to decide what, our curatorial vision was going to be for the program this year. And last year we'd had our 10th anniversary, Critical Animals turned 10. We published a journal, Critical Animalia, which basically summed up 10 years of critical thinking from a range of contributors ranging from artists to filmmakers to researchers to philosophers to interdisciplinarists and a whole lot of other areas. And generally, yeah, as I said, people who make things or think about things in a really, amazing and amazingly passionate way. So last year we came together, we had a party, we celebrated the first 10 years, our first decade of what we do, And this year, when it came to deciding what our theme was going to be, we wanted to look ahead. We wanted to look into the future, speculate as to where we were going to go to next, what were the next 10 years going to be like, and beyond that. So I think, throwing around some ideas to do with Back to the Future and a lot of other things, we came up with the theme of possible futures. We've sent it out to our contributors, to our participants, and they've really run with it in a really effective and, sorry to sound like a broken record, passionate way. And it's been really great to see, you know, what people have come back to us with. So, sorry, I'm going to read off a couple of things just so I don't lose my spot too much. So we wanted to banish nostalgia this year, as the name suggests, possible futures. So we're really proud to bring you an exhibition curated by Pete Johnson over there called The Future's Not. We've got a couple of artists here as well tonight, which is really great to see and to have them here. In addition to that, our festival includes a number of panels, presentations, readings, forums, artist talks, performances and exhibitions, covering, you know, such diverse areas such as the nexus of art and technology, interactive dioramas, the poetry of online dating, Tinder poetics, check it out. The value of community art in times of political turmoil, piracy, art, wellness, sustainability, apathy, empathy. But all in all, the weekend has just begun, but already I think we're so proud of what we've managed to achieve thus far. Maybe a little bit too early to say, but we're really proud of what we've managed to do anyway. And I'm sure that, you know, and I'm obviously not alone, we're so happy to be alongside so many creative producers and festival directors who have, you know, managed to pull together such an amazingly vibrant program this year. We're really happy to be here. And we couldn't have done it without, you know, a lot of people. Sorry, I'm going to read off a list so I don't forget anyone. Octopod, we're so happy to have your support. Tina, in particular Sarah and Simone, the Tina producers who are doing a great job. The production team, our other co-festivals in Tina Org, the Writers Festival and Crack Theatre Festival in particular. Electro Fringe sadly won't be joining us this year, but we're being really happy to work with them this year nonetheless. From the Lockup, Jesse and Courtney in particular, the University of Newcastle, the Vice Chancellor, Gillian Shaw and Jane Renault as well. From the University of Western Sydney, James Arbakanakis. I may have mispronounced that, I apologise. Pete Johnson, as I said, our curator, Baden Palethorpe for helping us out this week, and generally all of our artists, participants, and our venues as well. We couldn't have done it without you. And lastly, thank you everyone here tonight. We're so happy to have your support, and we hope you have a great weekend. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Patrick. Next, I'd like to introduce Hannah and Finn from Crack Theatre Festival.
You okay?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we're Hannah and Finn. We're from Crack Theatre Festival. We're so proud to be part of Tina and we have some little notes. The theme that we're going with this year, it happened really organically. It's Get Friendly, It's the End of the World. It came out of, we didn't think of it, it just came out of all of the MUST program applications that we got. Sorry, I'm much more eloquent in my head. Our artists come from all over Australia, from every state and every territory. They're artists from all stages in their career. the breadth of form in our program is slightly overwhelming and wonderful. It's everything from theatre, installations, interactive visual arts, we've got dance, we've got comedy, we've got panels, we've got talks. And the exciting thing about the breadth is the depth of the conversations that's happening, the questions that our artists are asking. Every single work that you will see is about bringing people together and questioning how we exist in the world. Also a lot of apocalypse. We're really also proud to be unveiling the inaugural Setting the Stages program, which is made possible through funding from the Australia Council. This program, this initiative enables us to bring 8 groups of artists, one from each state and territory in Australia, and it allows us to support their appearance at CRAC. It doesn't change what we do, it just helps us do it better. And to say thank you to the people who have helped us do what we do, I'll hand over to Hannah.
Okay, so we can only give crack because these people give back. So we want to thank Will at Bunnings, Matthew at Budget, Greg and all of the Whiteley Corporation, Chris at Critical Stages, Amanda and all of the team at Shopfront, Amber and the team at Pact, Michael at Rock Surface Theatre Company, Ben and Susie who have sponsored our Crack House, Sarah and Simone at Octopod and all of the other Tina Festival directors, the rest of our team, Nick, Jenny, Marcel and Rob, our volunteers, Chloe, Claire, Bronwyn, Joanne and Kirby, our extended team of staff and volunteers, Alex, Courtney and Coleman, and we'd like to give a special shout out to our designer, Callan, who swooped in at the 11th hour and has pulled out the design for the Crack House from our childhood dreams in just 3 days. We would also like to thank the Australia Council for sponsoring us with supporting us, with the Setting the Stages initiative, and everybody for coming to Tina and supporting Tina every year.
We just would like to invite you all to come and get friendly with us at the Crack House and come and play in our pillow fort, come and have a toasty, and come and see some live performance art that will make your eyes roll around in your head. Cool. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Christina Roberts from Octopod. Christina is the director of Octopod.
Hi. Thank you very much, Simone. I actually snuck myself onto this running sheet tonight. There's been lots of thank yous given by everybody, but I wanted to say a very special thank you myself. I know that Richard DeMartin has, on behalf of Octopod, done a formal thank you to all of the participating festivals and to Sarah and Simone, but I would like to say a personal thank you to both Sarah Thrift and Simone Sheridan. This is their last year working on Tina. They've been involved with the festival for a number of years. Simone first took on the role as the director in 2010 and worked just for that year. And then in 2012, Sarah Thrift took over from Eliza Adams and has stayed in that role since that time, except for a short period last year where she had a baby and then came back. And in that very short period, which I think was either 6 or 8 weeks before last year's festival, Simone Sheridan stepped in to help us deliver last year's event. And since that time, they have shared the role in a co-director relationship. But this will be their final year, and so I very much just wanted to say thank you to, I can see Simone there, I'm not sure where Sarah is now, over there, to thank you both very, very much for working with me at the Octopod over the past few years. It's been a real pleasure to see your passion for the arts, for independent arts in particular, the tenacity in which you have dealt with lots of mishaps and all kinds of issues that have come and gone over the years. I've really enjoyed. You've both got really great laughs, so I think I'm going to miss that to share a joke. We have a very small office, and so we've got to know each other quite well, and I've really, really enjoyed working with them. I was kind of hoping that Richard would appear right now with something, but I might just keep talking in the meantime because I wanted to acknowledge publicly and thank Sarah and Simone. I have a little something for them. It's not a farewell present, but it's a public thank you. Here comes Richard. I just went and bought some lovely flowers for them both. So Simone, do you want to come up? Simone, yeah, that's for you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
They're beautiful.
And Sarah, thank you very much. Okay, cool. Okay. Well, that's my little hijack of the speeches. Thank you.
These are beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, so just to wrap up tonight, I'd like to do a final thank you to all of our supporters. So I'll just do a final shout out. So to our producer, Octopod, thank you for giving us a job. And to the festivals, National Young Writers Festival, Crack Theatre Festival and Critical Animals. Our major sponsor, Arts New South Wales, as well as our principal partner, the University of Newcastle. We've had some program partners this year, which is very exciting. Creative Partnerships Australia has helped us fund the match funding program, and we also have the Lockup as our program partner. And now our sponsors and supporters. We'd like to thank Newcastle Now, Copyright Agency Limited's Cultural Fund, Australia Council, University of Western Sydney and the Academy, and then also our design partner, Neon Zoo, and our internet provider, CountryTel. And finally, we'd like to thank all of our venues, which there are quite a number of them. You'll find them on our map. We'd like to thank them all for their support. And now, enjoy This Is Not Art Festival.